So, what Canal?
Alright, hello. We have, I'm Paddy, I'm with Danny. He's about to tell us why he hates Netflix.
I'm Danny, and I'm with Paddy, and I'm about to tell you why I hate Netflix. I just hate it. I hate it because there's a few reasons, but I hate it. First of all, I hate them, the company,
Mm-hmm.
because they backtracked on their selling point, which was you can share it with people. So, like, for years that was the whole gimme. It was like, buy Netflix, share it with like 5 people,
Mm-hmm.
and then they reneged on that. And they're
Really?
like,
How many people can you share it with?
nobody. You need to pay extra now to have like a shared account thing. Like I can't get into James's anymore. It's like no.
Because it's in a different geographical location.
No, they picked that. They changed their rules and they were like, we're not doing the family thing anymore unless you pay more for it.
But Eddie's using his one in his laptop and I'm using it on the TV.
Right.
I know we're in the same house, but...
Is it to do with the network then? Like, it knows...
Oh.
Because I can't get in. You know.
Because I was going to say you could have Eddie's password.
I wonder if it is in. But they definitely took it away because it was like a big bone of contention of late.
Yeah.
But anyway, it's
That
shite.
makes sense, man. If it's the internet, it's the
The
IP
IP.
address, yeah.
I'd imagine so.
Aye, that'd be the smartest thing.
Well, no, that computer minded.
Sharing's caring, and now they've taken that away from us.
So fuck
Yeah,
them.
another
So
corporation.
that's one aspect. Second aspect is most good films that you want to see, they've clearly been on there, and then you go to search for them and they're gone. And I know they take things away every now and again, but it's like, I don't know. I think it's like they're mediocre. There's like it's like mediocre movie level.
Yes.
Most of them.
Yes.
Occasionally you get like classics.
Yeah.
But it's like this, and it's massive. The mediocre like library.
Yes.
Like massive. It's like the 800 films a year that Hollywood make that nobody cares about just get dumped onto Netflix.
Yeah.
And then what goes back a couple of years now, it goes back to pandemic times, was, in fact it was, I think it was a symptom of lockdown, was the hype brigade. So like Tiger King.
Oh yeah.
Everybody going on about Tiger King
during
lockdown. And
was it any good? Did you watch it?
Aye, I watched all of it. It was alright.
Why did you watch all of it if you didn't think it was that good?
My ex.
Ah, right, okay.
She thought it was hysterical.
Yeah, it didn't appeal to me. Just a bunch of idiots, mate.
Aye.
With tigers.
Aye.
I can get the allure of the tigers, but idiots, I've seen them before.
Funnily enough, the tiger
I can imagine
thing,
how that would go. Idiots plus a tiger.
Aye. Aye, well, there's like a guy with a leg missing in it. So,
there you go.
That's exactly it, aye. But, sadly, there's not a lot on tigers. It's about this fucking maniac. So you don't even know the story at all?
Nah, is he a murderer?
He would have been
Is he a tiger?
He is a wee bit tiger-like.
Yeah.
You never saw Joe Exotic?
No.
Wow. I bet you're like, of the 10% of people on the planet that don't know who Joe Exotic is, certainly in the West.
Is that the Tiger King?
He's the king of
the tigers.
Aye, him.
Right, okay.
And he's like this gun.
It just didn't appeal to me. It's because Jasmine liked it so much, so I was like, no, it's gotta be shite.
Right. Aye. Well.
Instantly put me off.
It was alright, but it was glossed over. Like it was like made. It was all made to make you feel some sort of empathy for this guy, Joe Exotic. Like, because everybody had an opinion on it, and it was like, oh no, he's not really a bad guy. What it was he had a conspiracy about a woman who didn't like him, that she had fed her husband to, her rich husband to the lions, and this woman was like another wacky American woman who puts tigers in cages but for good reasons, and she's always getting Joe Exotic's like ring shut down, like whatever he's up to, she's getting it shut down. So Carol Baskin, her name is. Right. So he would like go and his mad web show and say like, here's Carol Baskin, and like put a gun to her head and blow this like doll up who looked like Carol
Whoa.
Baskin. And he was doing this a lot, and he would make live threats like, "I'm gonna kill Carol Baskin."
Yeah.
And so it's like it's kind of surreal as you watch it, because you're kind of the way Netflix made it was like you're to kind of root for Joe Exotic and see Carol Baskin as a potential husband murderer.
Yeah.
But they way overlook how nuts Joe Exotic actually is.
Yeah.
This is Louis Theroux did a thing with him years ago, like, and he was a weirdo then and all, like a long time ago.
I've seen that.
Aye.
I have seen him.
Like, he was going to shoot.
Yeah.
He's like, "I'm going to shoot all the fucking lions tonight because if they're going to shut my park down, well, I'm killing all of them."
Yeah.
And I think he was quite prone to just shooting these caged animals. And
Not much of a king.
No.
Right, okay.
No. Well, you're reading about kings, or you're going to.
You know what? Let's talk about what you were talking about last night, because I think that's more relatable.
Aye, what one?
Um,
What one of the many?
So, the one...
Oversaturation?
Aye, that's a good one.
Right. Ask me about it.
Right, so you're telling me the other night that you don't see much of a point in making stuff anymore because there's so much stuff out there. And I actually can't remember some of your reasons, so you better just take over.
Aye. Most of my reasons aren't strong at all. Like,
Now you fucking backtrack.
No, I just noticed that I'm a walking contradiction.
Fair enough. One day you're
Aye.
I mean, that's
Aye.
mood disorders for you.
I think so. Aye.
Yeah. One day it's one answer, the next day it's fine.
So
What are you talking
everything I
about?
said to you the other night, forget it.
I know.
Doesn't matter. I've totally changed.
You know, D. He goes to me. He goes, "You said you didn't. You try to pitch me this idea for a show, right? And he based a character on me. He was a complete hypochondriac, but he was like really, really in good shape, right? But he was just worried for no reason. I was like, I don't like that. I'm offended. I didn't really say that, right? But I was like a little. No, not a little bit, because he's pigeonholing me into this hypochondriac shit, right? And I didn't quite like that. But other than that, it's accurate. He's right. That's what I'm like.
Mm.
Anyway, he was going to base a whole show on it. I was like, that's too much. You can't just make a show out of like this one character who's hypochondriac, the other guy's actually got something wrong with him but doesn't care, continues drinking and having a bad diet, etc. There's not much to it. And then he threw that back in my face, but 2 days ago he was going, "Oh, you said you didn't like that idea." I was like, dude, that means nothing. You phone me up the next day and ask me about it, I'll go, yeah, that sounds great. Go ahead.
I don't trust it.
Don't trust me. What are you doing? I'm going to be offended 1 minute and then they'll like laugh off the next, so you may as well just fucking...
You've built yourself up as too trustworthy. You know?
Yeah, like he's going to go with whatever. I think that's bullshit. I think he's just blaming me for like his lack of getting down to the fucking writing of it.
It was your fault.
It's my fault.
I do that a lot as well. You
do, man. You do. It's funny though.
So the oversaturation thing.
Yes.
I think as a creative person, it's a bit disheartening to see so much shit getting created.
Yeah.
And it's kind of like, it makes me arrive at a sort of junction of, well, what's the point now?
Yeah.
Like, so starting out and creating things, I felt like I was at least an outlier to an extent, especially coming from a school in Springland where most people went to become joiners and things like that, which is fine.
Yeah.
You know, that's sometimes I wish I did.
Yeah.
And I went,
we all need joiners.
I was like, no, I want to be a filmmaker.
Yeah.
You know, and so I felt like there was a drive at the time. For a long time there was a drive because I thought, well, at least I'm doing something that's no the norm, it's no what everybody else is doing.
Yeah.
But now, because of internet, I suppose, and exposure, easy exposure, and a lot of exposure, and a lot of content, and that's even that word, like when I was in film school, they didn't used to say like go and make content.
Yeah,
Here's
it's
a
so
camera.
empty. It's such an empty phrase.
Aye.
Content. It's just like it absolutely represents what it is as well. It's like we just need something to fill.
Aye.
To to
it's,
put out there.
It's made the stuff even less valuable than it was prior. You know, like, it's less sacred now because it's just content.
Content.
Go and make content.
I mean, that's an easy brief, mate. I could make content out just fucking
go to the toilet,
film my own arse, aye. Just watch me wipe my own arse, mate.
I'm
There's
great
your
with
content.
I make content every day.
I make content every fucking day, mate. Sometimes 3 times a day.
Well, there you
I've
go.
had a lot of fibre.
Well, you're very productive with your content. That word is horrible.
Yeah, it's horrible.
With the BBC, we became content people. We became content contributors.
Churning out shite.
Churning out content.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like, that wasn't a thing. And it wasn't in the vernacular of filmmaking or TV making or whatever. Just like a few years ago, people weren't content creators. Like, that's just like a new thing.
Yeah.
And then it makes it cheap sounding. You know, like you said, it's empty. Content creator.
Yeah.
Like,
so empty.
I've not just worked on a new film I've been trying to do for the last 5 years. No, I've just created a new piece of content.
Yeah.
And they're like, hey, what content you working on?
I know. So fucking.
It makes me feel another added layer of disappointment to it. Or it's just like I'm like resentful of the actual thing itself now.
Yeah.
I'm like, I don't want to make content. Content, it just sounds, you know what I mean?
Vapid and empty.
Aye.
Shallow, yes.
And easy.
And easy, yeah.
Aye.
All the things that
you
good works of art aren't. Not that we were making works of art, but we were trying.
We were trying.
We did try, sometimes.
Aye.
Yeah. Anyway,
So when
people
you
are going to
see-
be watching this going, who the fuck are these guys? Who do they think they are? Content is shite, but so are yous, and yous are not above content.
No,
This is content.
Aye.
This
I know.
is content.
I know.
Damn it.
I know.
We're going to have to raise the bar somehow. We'll figure that later. We'll do some mad edits.
Aye, we'll do some editing on raising the bar.
Yeah.
No, but it's just, that's where I'm at with it, is that I accept if that's the route in which I want to pursue. I am a content creator.
Yeah.
And it's like, is this what I used to dream about?
But then it's like, you know, you gotta work within the devil's advocate here, like, you can work within that and make some good shit. Like I said before, you just need to find that audience who are like into
that
existentialism and absurdism and... No, I'm not gonna mention content. Or like whatever you fucking want to express, innit?
How come they don't call people like Tarantino a content creator? Tarantino's 10th new content. What?
Yeah.
He's got some
The hateful content. Everything's content. Kill content. 2.
That could be a good idea. Kill content.
Yeah. That's what this podcast episode should be called.
Kill content.
Kill content.
So let's start afresh.
Although we are making content, so that's...
So what's your definition of content?
No, I'm with you. I think you summarised it pretty well. It's just, No, I think you summarised it, mate, yeah.
It's rubbish.
No, it's just stuff
Makes
to
you
fill.
Makes you feel less arty, doesn't it?
It does,
Doesn't it really boost your creative self-esteem?
But you know what, like, if you can make people laugh, it doesn't matter what kind of...
brand it.
Aye. Or make people think even better.
But why did this become a thing? You know, the content thing. Why is it because of the massive market? Is it because everybody makes something now?
Yeah. I don't know.
Like, I'm not resentful of people making things.
Yeah.
Only in as much as they keep me out. You know, like, it's like if less people did it, I'd have more
You'd
chance.
have more breathing space. Yeah.
Aye. But it's like even jokes, you know, like, so when the Steve Coogan thing came on the other night.
Yeah.
For some stupid reason, went onto Twitter, X.
Yeah.
X, as it's now known. And I wrote, the new Alan Partridge is a bit serious. And within a few minutes I thought, I bet you that joke's been done about 10,000 times already. I bet you it was done.
How was it?
I don't know. I didn't dare to find it because it just depressed me. But I just thought, now I've just joined in with the rest of them. All
but you never know. Right, we're gonna have to check that.
I bet you it was.
Yeah, I'm gonna check right now.
Right, okay.
Since we're. Yeah.
I bet you it's been done. Let me think. At least 100 times. That's me feeling. It's a way conservative estimation. Bet you it's been done to death. Alan Partridge. This is a bit heavy. I think that's what I wrote. The new Alan Partridge is a bit heavy. The Reckoning. And I bet you it's been done.
The new Alan Partridge is a bit heavy. X?
Aye.
I'll put that in.
What are you doing? How do you do that? Are you just,
I don't know, I'm just Googling.
You're just saying it into your phone?
Let's see.
I
should have really went to X first.
Aye, yeah, that was...
Fuck's sake. Right. I don't know if I've even got X on my phone now.
Oh, you know on X?
No.
You're not a Twitter person?
Maybe I should be.
You're not...
It's just in our content, isn't it?
Aye.
I'm not
I'm not a Facebook
You can't exist without being on fucking these fucking apps.
I know. And I'm perfect proof of it, right? Because
everyone's like, oh, are you on fucking, you got a YouTube channel, you got an Instagram channel.
You got a podcast?
You got a podcast.
Aye.
You got TikTok.
Mhm.
No.
You got a...
I do, but I'm like, I'm not going to post anything. That was just me being excited. Oh, I'll post shit. And then be like, nah, it's not worth it.
You hate it. So you sounds like you're...
I've gone through this the whole thing as well, I know.
It sounds like you're the same.
Yeah, when I was coaching you the other night, I was really talking to myself. It's mostly the case.
So it's like an echo chamber.
Yeah. And then you go away and get all motivated, and I'm like, oh, he's motivated. Now I need a pep talk from you via myself earlier on.
Right.
Oh, man.
Aye. It's like we're waiting for all this content, pretending to ourselves that we don't...
But no, I do stand by. See, right, both of us, right, we're pretty unique people, right? We're not special, right? But we've got a unique slant on things.
For reasons that best left
maybe.
unspoken.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, yes, I think 1 out of 10 things we do will be unique
Decent.
and maybe funny and decent.
Aye.
And the other 9 are going to be either mediocre or not funny or missed the mark or whatever the fuck the reason is, or it's just like done before and we didn't know about it.
So is that return good for you? 1 in 10?
Not really, but I'm going to have to live with it. What's the alternative?
So you need
I give up.
You need to make 90 pieces of shit to have
10 good ones. Yeah. That's okay.
You think that's a good ratio?
Yeah, because you can filter them out in your own head, or once you write them down and show them people in a minute.
Well, no, I'm wary of
right?
is oversaturating myself.
Yeah.
Like, I like the fact that
You want to be like a Buddha. Yeah, like disappearing up in the mountains and coming back with like all these pieces of wisdom. Except it's not pieces. Except it's not pieces of wisdom. It's like sketches about drugs.
And nihilistic thoughts on the industry.
Thoughts on the industry.
Just like fucking hate
That's
it.
my content. Anti-content.
Anti-content. I think there's something to it.
Yeah, maybe there is.
Like, because it's like, what else can you... Like, what was fun about alternative comedy? Say, it was rallying against the old guard, wasn't it? It was something new, something fresh. So maybe
But everyone's rallied against everything now. Everyone's rallying against everything.
So maybe the key here is to rally against the ralliers.
Oh mate, how'd you do that?
I don't know, I'm working on it.
Cancel the cancel culture.
There's a start. Aye. Okay, I mean,
let's call out all these people who are like prolific cancel culture. Let's get them on here and let's pick holes in what they do.
Aye. Like, for instance, Daniel Sloss.
Yeah, get him on.
Aye, I'd like to speak to Daniel. So I put a tweet out about Daniel Sloss.
Yeah?
But I done it very nice. And I made it like he was a hero of men for speaking out. And some follower has like agreed with me. And they were like, yeah, you know, it's right, he's a good man standing up for all these people. And I didn't even, I left it at that. I didn't go into saying all about this and that and the other.
Yeah.
I just played it as like total respect to Daniel Sloss for standing up for all his men. Without him, who could have spoken? And it's annoying with people like him. That's the sort of sanctimonious riders of the cancel culture wave. Like the pile-on stuff.
But I always think he's worse than sanctimonious. He's just like a... Oh, the wind's blowing that way.
Aye.
I'll get a lot of publicity.
Yeah. And we know
At least
that.
sanctimonious people don't realise their unconscious cynicism. Or not cynicism, unconscious reasons for being sanctimonious, which is that they fucking have all these thoughts and impulses, and when they see an individual, blah blah, they fucking hate it, and it riles them. Yeah. Like he's just gone. I didn't even see that in him. I just seen. Oh, he's seen that this is a great opportunity for him to become
some sort of
right.
Aye, like
beacon of
feminism.
Oh, fuck off! I know.
You know, and then it's like, what's funny about that? Like, if you're going to be a comedian.
By the way, full disclaimer, I think Russell Brand is guilty of all that shit. But I don't think Daniel Sloss wading in helped his case at all.
No.
I don't think he added to that documentary at all. At all.
My views are guilty until proven innocent.
Yeah, and that's a fair assessment. Yeah.
And even then, I don't care about Russell Brand. I don't care what he got up to. As in,
yeah, you're not a fan,
I'm
anyway.
not a fan. I've got no dog in this fight.
Yeah.
Nothing to gain, nothing to lose.
Yeah.
After reading John Ronson, So You've Been Publicly Shamed, changed my whole attitude about jumping onto bandwagons, no matter what it is or who it is.
Right.
Because you could be next.
Ah.
And watch how different you feel when it's you.
Yeah.
On the other end.
Karma, man.
You know, like do you remember the woman in it's a whole chapter, and so I've been publicly shamed. So you've been publicly shamed. So you. Can't remember. Either way, whole chapter about this woman. She had made some joke. What was the joke? It wasn't even a good joke. It was something about, I'm going to Africa. Hope I don't get AIDS. Only kidding. White women don't get AIDS. Right? For some weird reason, she tweeted this joke out as she was leaving America, heading to Africa. And I remember this. I was part of this. I didn't join in, but I was watching it real time, and the whole internet was watching it. She was on the plane, unawares, because she's no signal up there, that her career was getting ripped to shreds. By the time she landed on the plane, she'd been sacked, and she had no idea about this. She's up there sipping a drink, or relaxed and shit. Maybe even reflecting on her tweet and going, you know.
Yeah.
It wasn't. It was just a shit joke. It wasn't even.
Yeah.
It was offensive if you want it to be. If you find it offensive, fine.
Yeah.
To me, it's just sort of lazy. It's like not even that funny.
Yeah.
But what the internet took a real fucking buzz, and I remember seeing it unfold.
Was there was for and against?
No.
Or was it just
no, it was all against? It was like, she is this white privileged bitch, and we're going to ruin her.
But is she not highlighting that in the joke?
Well,
that she's white and privileged.
That's something I'm sure. If I remember right, John Ronson.
That's the punchline, isn't it?
Well, John Ronson sort of hints about that. About you know what she said. Actually, it's no quite. It's not black and white.
If she had just
pun intended.
Aye. Right. Okay. Because if she'd said, "I'm going to Africa. I hope I don't get AIDS," smiley face or laughing face. Yeah.
Thumbs up emoji.
Then thumbs up emoji. Like that would be different. That would be fucked up. But the fact that the actual point of the joke is that. Oh no! Wait a minute. White women don't get AIDS. That's like the jokes. That's the content. That's really the. Fuck! I should use that content word. Ooh. That's the real joke. That's the punchline. That's what she's really saying, right?
There's a bit of nuance in it.
Aye.
But the internet
seems odd.
Knew that she'd just killed herself.
Yeah. Don't joke about Holocaust. Don't joke about that kind of shit.
Yeah. So the poor woman sitting on a plane. It was a big job shed. It wasn't like. It was a high up job. I don't want to guess what it is because I'll get it wrong.
Yeah.
But it was quite a big deal. And I remember seeing this part of it. They were now you can like if you know somebody's on a plane coming for blah blah to blah blah, you can go online and see the plane in real time.
Oh really?
Aye. Right. So that everybody on the internet was watching this woman's plane and they were getting like excited about she's going to land, she's going to find out her life's ruined, she's going to find out, and it was horrible to see this, and to the point that when she landed, people were waiting for her with phones to see her reaction of her checking her phone to see like.
In Africa, they were waiting.
Aye.
Do they have phones there? I'm getting publicly fucking ashamed, aren't I? Well, that's a joke, guys. That's a joke.
South Africa, as I keep bringing up, and nobody else does, has been like without power every day for like this whole year.
Really?
And there's not even been a news story about it, like not one.
Russell Brand's in the news a lot, that's why.
Aye.
He's more important.
Aye. Of course. And even that's died out.
Aye.
Like, it's yesterday's news.
I know, eh?
Who else?
Maybe you gotta pin, like... Maybe it's too nebulous to be like, oh, this whole country is now... and they don't have electricity, so who cares? Oh, Russell Brand is like, once you pin it on a...
Well, obviously
individual.
somebody at the BBC and ITV, Channel 4, they have to pick what news stories are going to run with. So
agenda setting, it's called,
aye. So they've made their mind up about South Africa being without power. I thought it was quite a big deal. You know what I mean? Like, I think they get like an hour a day. Like, but it's falling apart. South Africa, they're calling it a failed state.
Holy
South Africans
that's mega, mate.
Aye. So you'd think that would be daily news, you know, like what's going on there, why is it falling apart. Last night I watched rugby. I watched South Africa win and beat France in the rugby.
Wow.
And I thought, why is there not even a mention? Because the South African captain or whatever said, like, we're doing this for the people in South Africa, and I was like, well, he's referencing it, but nobody else is.
Wow, not the commentators.
No, nobody. No.
They probably don't know, empty heads.
Aye.
Meatheads.
But surely that's a big deal.
Rugby ball heads.
When they talk about rugby.
Imagine you just cut to this commentary team all got rugby ball heads talking into mics. Let's not go there. Right, continue on.
Well,
blah 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 blah.
You'd watch it though, wouldn't you?
Aye.
And then it would get, there you go, there's my, did you see it? Did you, in real time there it happened?
What,
I was about to, get bored of that idea. Like, I was about to shut it down already. Like, I was going to say, within 5 minutes you'd just be like, oh, there's rugby heads talking. Like,
aye.
What's wrong with me now?
It's shite, but I mean, that doesn't help it.
No. But
like, it's a 5 second
it would be
cut
amazing.
too, if you had.
It would be amazing to see.
You know, you just have like the rugby shot, like just normal rugby getting played. You hear the commentary in the background,
Mm-hmm.
and then there's a recess break, whatever, and then you cut to them and they're like, rugby heads just talking.
Aye.
They've got normal bodies with rugby heads. I can see myself pitching this to somebody, and just like them just like staring at me, like, what the fuck are you talking about?
Aye,
But then my head slowly becomes a rugby ball. This is what I'm talking about, guys.
But that,
And
and
they were like,
that pisses me off in a way. The pitching thing. So you need to sell your idea, but in your head, your idea, you know what it is. It's solid.
Aye.
But then when you need to actually
Verbalise
articulate
that.
what you're trying to say, and you realise how flawed it sounds, and you're like,
That's why you need to start writing shit down, mate.
I write down half a sentence, and I get bored with myself
fuck off.
halfway through the sentence.
You can't call yourself a writer.
What happened the other night? Like, I wrote down half a sentence, and then I just stopped. I went, I've lost control.
I've lost control.
I don't know why I'm writing this anymore.
Oh, mate.
It's like this.
Alright, I got a little quick tip for you, and
Right.
for the viewers if they want to know. Alright?
Viewers.
Sorry, listeners. Listeners.
Well, some people have the ear eyes now, don't they?
Ear eyes?
Aye, do you not know about them?
No.
Aye, the ear eyes, it's a new thing.
Right, tell me.
It's just a new thing.
You're talking shit.
You get them, yeah.
There's so many new things I would be like, yeah, I'll just go along with a new thing.
Aye, you didn't even know about Tiger King.
I know. People probably do have rugby heads. We're just behind the times, mate.
I know. I've not watched
I
the news
identify
in
as
a
a
long time.
rugby head.
Did they have rugby moves? Did they talk?
Aye. No, I don't know.
Should they...
Yeah, that's how they talk. And it's all in rugby analogies, but you can't hear
I
it.
can't even think of one.
Nah, I
So
can't
I wish you hadn't said that. I'm
Nah,
like, a
fuck
rugby
it.
analogy. Hookers. That's all
Yeah,
the one
that's I know. That's
Aye.
the same in mine.
Hookers.
We'll leave that.
Park that.
Part that.
What the hell did we get onto rugby? Well, it was something to do with South Africa.
South Africa.
I need to back engineer this.
but South Africa.
It was about media picking
Agenda setting.
agenda setting.
Yeah.
Aye, why is the sex life of Russell Brand got any importance at all? Like, even if it's criminal, deal with it with the media.
I know. We don't need to know that much.
Like, if
It should just be a little article in a newspaper.
Aye. Russell
Brand's
Brand.
getting accused of this.
Aye.
Well, I mean, yeah, I mean,
It's
they're definitely trying to discredit him for various reasons, aren't they? And they're making a big deal out of it. And Yeah, I mean, if it's true, it is a big deal, but I don't care that much.
No. Well, why should you? You know, like, why should you be as invested in it?
I mean, I think it would be a problem if he was still doing it. You know, like it's
But-
not exactly Harvey Weinstein level because he was continued doing all that up till basically until he got caught. I imagine.
Aye.
Because he had
Aye, I
loads
think
of
so.
people coming out.
Aye, then he
coming
got
out.
really old and unwell.
Oh, all of a sudden, convenient.
Aye.
Oh, I need a wheelchair now.
He shows up to court
Yeah.
in a Zimmer frame and stuff, and
Yeah. Ah, yeah.
guys, could you just give me a little? Remember that? Could you just back off a little, guys? Come on, I'm not well. And it's like,
Mhm.
I mean, he got really ill
Yeah, good.
within
Good.
what, a week.
Yeah.
He turned he aged about 30 years in 1 week.
Yeah, convenient.
Do you think somebody like Weinstein knew that sooner or later it was coming?
Yeah, sometimes these people, I wonder, are they delusional? Like, do they just think, because he's so powerful and such a mogul, and you know, he had so much influence and money, I wonder if he just thought he was invincible. You know, like, you know, flying too close to the sun type deal.
I
Icarus,
guess.
aye.
Aye. I got, it must be a.
You know what I mean?
It must,
I'm so special that,
Aye.
oh, I'm not going to get done with this, and even if it does, they're silly little girls and they're going to be fucking, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I think you'd need to have that.
You'd need to have that, because he was bold as brass doing all that shit.
Aye. And he didn't foresee the Me Too thing coming.
No.
You know,
I know, I suppose he's coming from that culture where, like, he was getting away with it for years, so.
It was accepted.
Yeah.
It was quite accepted. I mean, I remember hearing about the casting couch and how, to my own shame, I remember casting actors in short films and stuff, mostly just because I fancied them.
Mm.
And that was the truth. Now, I didn't do anything about that.
Yeah.
But I don't know if I'm like head of Mirror Max.
Yeah.
How far I would use my influence at that naive time of my life where
Yeah.
I was sex hungry and you know.
Yeah.
So if I was doing it on a small scale by casting attractive lasses,
Yeah.
what would I be like if I had like unimaginable power
Mm.
in Hollywood where all these people come
Yeah.
with their dreams?
You think you would have done what he done?
I'm just saying I don't know if I would or not. I'm just not going to lie and say I would be whiter than white or holier than thou. I don't know because I've not been in that position of power. But I
Yeah.
do believe that power corrupts and absolute power corrupts absolutely. I think it does. Because just look at the fuckers that run the planet. They're all running amok.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like it's no power's no good for these people.
Yeah.
So
I don't. To be fair, because I know you, I don't think you've got in you, even if you had that power, to rape someone,
no. I hope
which
not.
is what he did.
Aye.
Not every time, but
It's weird
He
the
did
one
do
who
it.
would get them to gonna watch me shower. Seemed to be quite a big
yeah.
one of his.
Yeah.
A lesser one.
Yeah.
Like I don't think he'd get as much
No.
trouble.
That's
stuck
not
to
one
that.
of his top tier ones. Yeah, yeah,
If
yeah.
he just stuck to that.
He had like some weird thing where his mum used to call him dirty and fat and hideous.
He is
and-
dirty and fat and hideous.
Yeah.
His
you
mum was
become-
right.
Yeah, you become what you.
You know he names the Miramax says his mad's and dad's name.
Oh, is that right?
Aye. Bob
Right.
and Harvey named. I used to look up to Harvey Weinstein.
Oh yeah, his brother. What happened to his brother? Did he
He-
die?
Did he die actually?
Fuck.
He quit because it ended up he had some dirt as
Really?
well. Aye, because at first he distanced himself from him, but then it turned out he
Everyone
had some-
forgot about the brother.
Aye.
What's he been up to?
Where's Bob Weinstein at?
Ah,
Aye, did he even get? Aye.
did he have some dirt on him? What did he have? Do you know?
I don't know, but he had to. I mean, I don't think Miramax is even a company now. I think it's gone.
I know that.
So where is Bob? And what
Hmm.
was he up to?
Yeah.
No, he. I do remember he definitely. Oh, I don't want anything to do with Harvey. You know, I'm disgusted. But then something came out. It'd be bullshitting if I said I knew what. But I remember something came out and then it got put onto him for a bit and he disappeared and he was like, "Well, I'm leaving the company."
Alright.
Because it wouldn't just be Harvey, would it?
Nah.
It's not like Harvey's the only guy in Hollywood to do this.
Do this, yeah.
Like he must have seen some other mogul
Yeah.
that he idolised and they just share the word or something.
Yeah.
Or is it a case that the woman at times have came to him and it's like they know that the offer's coming and he knows the offer's coming, so like they're both kind of perversely obliged to go through with the casting call type stuff,
Yeah.
even if they don't like, you know, like it's Hollywood seems set up for that.
Yeah.
It certainly was set up for that.
Yeah.
For that, you know, Marilyn Monroe.
Yeah.
She got her first break on a mattress, and it's just commonplace. You know, it was.
Yeah.
So if there's like people heading to her who had known, and as I said to you about the person who shall remain nameless here, a female friend, told me that she would blow anybody
Oh, aye.
if it meant she'd get a job
Aye.
in Hollywood. Well, if you've got that mindset heading to a place like that with people with the mindset of Weinstein, well, we know what's going to happen.
Yeah, but then I suppose the problem was that it wasn't people like her, it was people who didn't think they needed to do all that to get roles.
Who didn't think that?
I think there was a lot of naive young women who became utterly disillusioned and got put off. I remember reading that.
Would you fuck your way to success?
Yeah, if I was a woman.
No, if you as you.
Yeah, but it's easy as a guy, isn't it?
Why?
It's just slightly easier, isn't it?
Is it?
No, I mean, you need to give me some pills, depending on the...
Say the woman's like you're just the opposite of what you find attractive. Hideous in your eyes.
Hideous.
Hideous. But she's
like a Harvey Weinstein, but a woman.
Aye, and she's got a
It's a
powerhouse.
good thought experiment.
Aye, but she's a powerhouse and she can make or break you. All you need to do is, you know, give her a
Don't know, man. That's a tricky one. That's a lot to imagine.
Well.
Well, do it.
Don't get
alright, I don't know. I suppose it depends. It goes back to what we were saying earlier. Like, depends.
Would you watch her shower?
What day you fuck? Yeah, I'll watch her shower.
Right.
But it depends on what day you catch me. Some days will be like, yeah, I'll do it. Give me the Viagra, I'll fucking do it. Another day will be like, no, what? No,
I bet
have
the A days are...
Maybe a fingering is okay.
Right,
maybe not. Maybe none of the licky picky. Just picky.
Licky picky? Licky picky?
Yeah.
Is that a sexual act, eh?
Well, people know what I'm talking about.
I barely know what you're talking about. Licky picky.
Alright, no cunnilingus.
No cunnilingus. But you're going to get a 6-part TV show that's airing in the spring.
Well, can I finger her?
No, she's dead into cunnilingus.
Ah. Does her fanny smell?
No, she's actually relatively clean.
I'd do it then, yeah.
So it's not even the day with sex, it's just the smell.
Yeah, I mean, that was even the smell. Maybe I could just put a little pin on my nose, a little clothespin.
It might jam into her though.
Yeah, she might not be into that.
It might work. Might get the clit.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Little clit action.
Never thought of that before. I might incorporate that into my sex life.
Yeah.
A clit on my nose.
Yeah. A little mini dildo for the clit on your nose.
That sounds fun. Right, so do you think men are just more likely to date? You know, is it too easy for us to say aye to that, even though we don't want to date? A good point, right? Yeah.
Thing is, I can't. The only way she can violate me is
as if she smells, as if her pussy smells.
But like, she can't. Like, it's harder for a woman to rape a man, obviously, unless you give the man drugs. Because my mum used to talk about this.
What? But how do you get a hard on if you're...
Because they've given you some Viagra and a drink, or I don't know.
Right, but I think
might a combination where you get knocked out and you have just a hard on.
Could that work?
That works.
That's true.
Yeah, my mum told me about it.
for experience.
I think she knew about somebody who'd done it. Yeah.
That's how you're here.
That's how I'm here. Yeah.
Your dad's on the flip.
Yeah.
Lying on the flip, passing out, but he's stiff as a rock.
Yeah.
That can't be real.
That is real.
That's real.
Not a lot of people know about it.
No. male
Google.
rape, because I used to always, I don't.
It's pretty rare though, obviously.
I used to kind of laugh at male rape. There's a statement that will fuck
Whoa.
your life up.
Jesus. You're wanting to be publicly shamed.
I mean, when I
Danny
say it, I
Carr
used to
says
find
he
it-
could have been Weinstein.
and
And-
he thinks he thinks that males who are raped are just kind of, you know,
Whinger.
whingy. They whine about it too much. No, but my point was I used to feel for a few years ago now, but I used to think, how could a guy get raped? Like, no, it started with this. It was school days, and I used to think, like, I used to be dead jealous of the
guy who got raped.
Aye,
Really?
Aye,
Oh,
proper.
I was joking.
No, I mean it. I used
Okay.
to think, that's my fantasy. Like,
Yeah.
this teacher I fancy.
Yeah.
Imagine she says, like, oh, Danny, I know you watch me, and, like, I would like you to stay right behind today, and I'd well have had an affair with my teacher. Like, I would have loved it. At 15,
Yeah.
14 even, let's get my extreme.
Yeah.
Even at 13, if I could, I don't even think I could have, but say I was 15,
Yeah.
and this 25-year-old teacher, who I find beautiful, takes a shine to me, and asks me to wait behind and all that, I'm definitely having sex with her. So you'd hear these stories about Americans usually, and the teacher, usually a very attractive woman as well, has had an affair with her pupil. You must know the stories.
Yeah.
And as men, we're meant to look at that story and go, and they will, and they'll go, oh, that's terrible, but when you scratch the surface of men just a wee bit more, and I've done it, and I'd say for just about all men I know, go, it's terrible, but I wish it was me, you know?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
we don't feel the same, and I think I used to associate it with hard-ons. So I used to feel like, if that school Wayne wasn't into it, he wouldn't have had a hard-on. So,
Yeah.
how's it rape if he's into it?
Statutory.
Aye. And I almost
How young was he though?
say it was like a 15-year-old pupil.
But then he's not mature enough to make that decision. That's where it becomes a child protection thing.
But you knew what you were doing at 15.
Yeah, but there's too much of a power imbalance.
Be good though, wouldn't it?
Aye, it would be good,
It'd
mate,
be
but
great.
the responsibility is with the adult not to do that.
Aye.
And say they're 18, it wouldn't be as bad.
If the teacher was 18.
Aye. But because she's not going to be 18, she's going to be 21 plus,
Aye.
at least, then there's a huge age disparity and power imbalance.
But again,
You still enjoy it, yeah.
It'd still be great.
Yeah.
And I know that women have sexual fantasies about their male teachers. It's quite common.
Mm-hmm.
Like every lassie I've ever known fancied one of their teachers and would fantasise about the same sort of thing.
Right.
So, I don't know, I just never really found it that big a deal, male rape. You know, unless it's male on male rape. Because
What if you don't like women and you get raped?
That doesn't lie, does it?
It does if you get drugged.
I mean, that's extreme.
Oh, you're not talking about that. You're
No,
talking about
no.
like teacher scenario where
Aye,
like some young lad's been like obliging and
Aye.
like being like yeah.
He's no moaning about it. Like if
Yeah.
you're not into sex, you're
It's
not.
still a
that's-
bit dodge though, isn't it?
Aye, it's definitely a bit dodgy, aye.
Aye.
But
I know what you mean, yeah.
it's no a biggie.
Yeah.
And yet the sexist in me will go. I see what's over you, but when it's like a male
Yeah.
going with a 15-year-old,
Yeah.
I'm really like that's fucking sick.
Yeah.
You know, it's appalling.
Yeah.
But it's the same.
Yeah.
Because that lassie, well, is it the same? No, it is, I suppose. Because she's probably into it just like the young boy's into it. As an adult, fantasising about me.
But then
Well, I had this in school, I had this teacher, I don't know if she's dead or not anymore. She probably no, so I don't want to say her name.
aye.
But she was a big woman, and she was the head of the second years or something. I think, something like that's irrelevant.
Yeah.
But she was quite ugly as well, and I used to think, if only this is crazy, right? But I used to think if only she would just like get me to do things to her for sex in exchange, so she could like stop giving me detention and stuff. That
Yeah.
would be great. Like I would be willing.
You would be willing to do that just to get out detention.
No, not just detention, but just general sort of troublemaking. As
Right.
in talking too much and kicked out of class and suspensions and detentions.
So instead of just thinking, reflecting on your behaviour,
instead of being a
being
good
like,
cunt.
I'll just modify this slightly. You're like, no, let's try and set up some sexual favours so that I can talk in class, continue to talk in class.
I mean, I've really,
That's how your mind works.
aye, that's how it worked.
That's hilarious.
Certainly, when I was in secondary school, like,
Yeah.
I can remember that be quite like actually like, and I would get like upset about it. I'd be like, oh no, I'm gonna, I don't even find her attractive, but I'll need to do it.
You need to do it.
Even though it's
in
not
your
happening.
head.
Aye. But I still kind of
Oh.
wanted it. I wanted it, so
Yeah.
it was like I thought I can use my male fucking charms
Mhm.
to get me through this. I don't know why that came up. Like I don't know where that came from. That thought that if only I could. I didn't like her or anything. I didn't like the woman. I didn't find her remotely attractive. I found her a bully, if anything. But for some reason, I would hope that she would ask me to finger her or something. I used to think.
That's your last resort. That's where your mind goes.
Well, maybe it's a teenage thing, I don't know.
Yeah, everything's sex.
Aye,
Yeah.
aye.
Yeah. It's pretty weird, yeah.
What about that? Everything's sex. Does it stop?
I think a little bit, yeah, 100%.
A little bit, yeah. I think.
All right. Well,
yeah, 100%.
no, I had to think about when I was a teenager. I mean, yeah, the wanking ratio was like definitely.
It's wild.
It's wild.
Yeah.
And like I think, and when I wasn't wanking, I was thinking about, oh, where's she gonna be? Is she gonna come to that party? Oh, I wonder how I can talk to her, or oh, I wonder where she is right now.
Wait,
I
but
wonder
really,
if I can meet her.
is there much that's changed?
Yeah, I don't care that much anymore.
Aye, but is that not just the smack of life? Is that not just disapproval and disappointment? Like, does it just warn you down?
I think.
Why do you not care as much?
No, I think the sex drive is definitely lower than when I was 17.
Strange, isn't it?
That's definitely.
Sex drive, what about 15, 14?
15, 14, it was pretty high up there. But I had to stop smoking weed before I had a sex drive, really.
Right.
Once I stopped smoking weed, it kind of came back very strong.
Right. So you attribute weed to low sex drive?
Yeah.
With my first partner, I think I went a day without weed,
Really?
and there was plenty of sex.
Yeah?
Maybe if you're that type of stoner,
Yeah,
you
you just
call
get used to it.
just like it's part of your life.
Yeah.
Later in life, I had a joint before sex, and it did affect me
Yeah.
because I was in my head too much,
Ah, fair.
and I was getting like ED and all that, and it was just getting. The worst thing about
Start thinking about how does erections work? Like walking, like how do you walk? How do you walk?
How do you blink?
How do you blink? Ah.
That's like my nightmare. Is it like I thank the Lord every day that
Yeah.
I don't need to blink consciously, and
Yeah.
I don't need to inhale and exhale consciously
Yeah, that would be a
because I would be
nightmare.
dead. Be
Yeah.
like, it'd be horrible.
Yeah, you just give up.
Oh,
Yeah.
Find yourself going, I need to blink. Time to blink.
I thought of a sketch the other day. It was going like, so it starts off and it's like a YouTube advert. Oh no, it's a YouTube video. Sorry, and the line they get you is, "You're blinking too much!" Exclamation mark, right? And then you click on it, right?
Mhm.
And it's like, blinking too much causes blindness, and blinking too much you look like a loser. And then you cut to like some like guy try to chat up with some woman and he's blinking profusely. But he's like, yeah,
Right. So
it's worse than stuttering. The great men didn't blink. Al Pacino, Rasputin, Charles Manson, because they don't blink.
you're right.
Great men don't blink. That's
Great
the whole
men don't
video.
blink. That could be a sequel to White Men Can't Jump.
Yeah, except it's not about race relations.
It's about great men
about
not
blinkers and people who don't blink.
But what's the point of the advert? Like, is the ad is they deliberately trying to keep your eyes open?
Oh, maybe. Yeah, you miss like part of it's like, I don't know why the agenda is. It's just a video to get you to look. It's like all these videos that I watch. It's like, you're breathing wrong. You're walking and that means your hips are gonna go.
You've got the wrong pillow.
Yeah, you got the wrong. Everything's wrong. Everything that you're doing is fucking wrong. So now that's the whole point. It's like, now you're blinking too much. You don't know how to blink. We're gonna teach you how to blink. Maybe that's funnier. Maybe we're gonna teach you how to blink.
Have you been blinking this way all your life?
Yeah.
Maybe you need to stop and try this way.
Yeah.
Just wait to the end of the video.
Yeah.
Click and.
A really muscly guy blinking.
Do you ever see this guy called Danny on YouTube ads? He comes on and goes, "Hi, you wonder how I've got this BMW behind me? Stay to the end of the video." And he just talks shite for the next 3 minutes.
I wonder if he's called Danny or if they've just like identified you and seen your name and then he's gone, right, I'll do a whole bunch of Dannys, I'll do a whole bunch of Jameses,
you could be sitting
Jamies.
Oh no, I know the one.
That's it, mate. I'm only doing 30 names. I'm only doing 30 variations.
You could be sitting going, I know what he's thought of it, but the one I see it's a guy called
Paddy. Yeah.
Aye. Could be, man.
I think that's it, mate. They know what they're doing.
Do you get this? Do you get any of these guys?
No.
You don't get the ads?
No.
Like
BMW, you don't give a shit about cars, bro.
No, it's not.
Algorithm's getting that wrong.
These ones it's like a show of wealth. That's what the BMW is for. It's to say, like, you want to be like me.
Yeah.
You want to earn thousands of dollars a day. Well, just join my club. For the end of it, once you give me your money, I'll tell you how to make money. And of course, you probably don't.
Yeah.
And they have like these fake testimonials and stuff of people. It's like, as soon as I started doing what Danny told me today, you know, like,
yeah, I made £29,000 a week
in 1 hour.
In 1 hour, I did fuck all.
I didn't even need to move, and I'm a millionaire. I'm a millionaire in a month.
I want to investigate some of this. I wonder if some of them are actually real. I know, like, the figures are a bit thingy, but like, some cunts must be. Some people do make money doing nothing. They just put something on the internet and it makes money. I don't know how it works.
I think it's a pyramid scheme. I think these are all some sort of form of pyramid scheme.
Yeah.
Like, you know, join now.
Right.
And you're guaranteed to get something. It's just the dickheads at the bottom who won't get in. Remember pyramid schemes? Actual pyramid schemes. Remember? Like,
how did they work again?
Like, usually it'd work with two families. I don't know if it was exclusive. No, everywhere. It was quite everywhere. Like, quite worldwide.
It was quite everywhere.
Quite everywhere.
It was quite everywhere, by the way.
Yes, quite everywhere. They usually were like two family members. Right. And usually it would be like an auntie and the niece, or whatever, or a daughter, I suppose, whatever. And they'd be like, oh, we've got this pyramid scheme thing going. And
that doesn't matter, it's fun like that.
No.
Sorry.
We've got like, a pyramid scheme going, do you want to join?
Yeah.
And the way it worked was like, as far as I'm aware, people just, you paid money into this thing, and it was meant to be like a trickle down thing, so the more people you got involved, then you get the money for them, and then it keeps going and keeps going and keeps going.
Okay.
But of course there's somebody at the bottom who's not going to get anything.
Mm-hmm.
But they were very popular in the like early noughties.
Yeah.
The noughties. I like that.
Yeah.
The noughties. It's a strange departure for the 70s, the 80s, the 90s.
Yeah.
The noughties.
The noughties.
Aye, the noughties.
Should we call them the zeros?
Aye.
Boom.
Ring. Fight. Ding ding.
Oh, is that what it is?
Jesus Christ.
No wonder you're so aggressive via text.
They annoy me.
Ha.
It's terrible.
Fair enough.
And I don't want to know. See, whatever that is, I
Yeah.
don't want to know.
Yeah.
You know, it's no.
I know we're slaves to our phones.
Not I, says the walrus.
Fair enough.
I don't think. Although For masturbation purposes of late, I've been kind of slavish to my phone.
Ah, fair.
That's something I like about new phones.
What?
Just how porn looks on them.
Aye, high quality.
High quality, dead easy to get.
Nice.
You don't need to get the laptop out and that.
Yeah.
No, like back in the old days.
Yeah.
When you had to go into the www dots.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, sit on a chair and wank.
Mate, I used to have to go on a Dreamcast. That's how old I am. And I borrowed my mate's Dreamcast. I was like, yes. I started playing the games and I was like, wait a minute, I can get internet on this, right? So I got internet on it, but the signal was so slow that I wasn't even doing videos, right? Because there wasn't even that many videos out there. It was just, I just wanted like an image of a woman in a bikini, right? Because I was like 13 years old, you know what I mean? And it would just like pop up and it would be like,
bar at a time.
Bar at a time, remember that?
Aye.
Fucking hell, mate.
But
you're
exciting.
so grateful.
Aye, it was exciting.
Now I'm like, I'm just smashing through, I'm tendering fucking
8 million
beautiful women on
Aye.
Instagram like I'm like some kind of king. Some kind of, and I've got a harem. Yeah. I want bars back. I want some kind of limitation to my whoredom.
No, you're right though. It made us respect. See, the kids of these.
I'm not
kids,
respecting women, but I'm you know.
Respect bandwidth back then.
Yeah.
I do remember that. Like vividly remember the bars.
Yeah, boom. Top bars. Oh yes, right. I got her eyes. That's something. Now we can start now.
Take the trousers down.
Yeah, get something on the go now.
I got a wee semi going.
Yeah. Oh right, got her chin right. Okay, that's something in her mouth. Yeah, great.
LimeWire. Like,
yeah.
So it was like the first illegal downloading things.
Yeah.
It wasn't quite the first, but it was my first. There was Napster and things.
Yeah.
So at the time, the first bit of live porn I ever seen, or no, live recorded porn I ever seen was through my friend's computer because he had internet.
Yeah.
And it was back in the day where the phone, you had to have the phone after hook and stuff like that for the internet to work, or the phone had to be on the hook.
Oh yeah, man.
Like somebody phones
Fuck
you.
me, yeah, just fuck everything up for you.
Again, try telling the kids these days.
I know, mate.
They don't know how good they've got it.
They don't know how good they got it.
But back then with the bars and that, it did give you a kind of like you said, although it was slow, you were so excited about
so great.
magicking this thing just appears.
Yeah.
Ding. Yeah, you could wait half an hour for a picture.
Yeah.
So I had found out how to download.
By the way, sorry, just to finish my story, I remember specifically that day with the bars and like it got to like
ankles,
right? And then my dad came in, and because he's like, oh, I own this house, so you don't be locking doors and that. He's just barges through, and I'm like, I hide everything obviously, but the image is there, and all he says is, your mother will be back in about half an hour. And I'm like, in my head, I'm like, I need more than that. I'm only on that fourth bar. I need more than that.
It's going to be another 25 minutes just to see your thighs.
Yeah.
Oh, that was a painful thing. Like that. So I'm in my pal Johnny's house.
Yeah.
And it's his dad's computer. And
nice. It's not even his computer. Yeah.
I found out how to find porn somehow.
Nice.
And it's a video.
Yeah.
And I'm downloading it. And it's taking unbelievably long and similar sort of thing. His dad would walk in every now and again and he'd like turn it down and minimise it and on. Just me sitting around.
Yeah. We're just sitting staring at a computer which is now screen is off. We don't know how to work it.
Well, trousers are around. If I remember right, Johnny was sleeping, right?
Yeah.
And I was bored.
Right, nice.
I was like,
you took over.
Nice. Having a wee night. You know, like
nice.
My night. And downloaded this porn. But at the time you could get like a preview. So like, say it downloaded and it was at like, you've been waiting 4 hours and it's at 5%.
Oh yeah,
you could hit play and you get like a wee snippet.
Yeah,
like 10 seconds of it, and I seen a woman gain head. And it was like the first time I'd seen like explicitly.
Yeah.
And I was so buzzing about it, like just this, but I never think that video downloaded. Like it would have took too long, I would have got caught. So I'd have got to a point, enough for me to masturbate I suppose, then I'd have deleted it.
Dirty bastard.
And that was my first porn
I'm never inviting you over to my house, bro.
I used to be, I was quite, but saying that, I don't know, we had a thing, like me and Johnny and other boys up there, well, like
You can have a wank.
Aye,
You can have a wank at mine. It's fine.
It was almost encouraged.
What? What?
Aye.
Why?
Well, I don't know. It was. I don't know. It was it wasn't like
It wasn't a repressive
no, it was
friendship group. It was.
No, it was the opposite.
It was the opposite.
Sexually open.
Sexually
But
open.
I remember we used to go like, going in the bedroom, have a wank to that, and then I'll go in after you.
Really?
Aye.
You
aye.
took turns.
Aye.
So who was twos up, mate? I don't want to be threes up on that situation. Where's the cum, man? You'd be looking at fucking where the fuck did he?
Well, I think then at that age, say 13ish,
Don't give a shit.
wasn't a lot of cum anyway. You know.
That's true.
Not a lot of cum back
We
then.
dribbles, yeah.
Aye.
Yeah, that's
Wasn't it
right.
like-
Little spurts.
Aye.
Oh, what's that?
See, I get a bad feeling about cum.
How?
I see, like genocide in my semen.
Oh yeah?
I'm like, I know that
You just killed a
I've
whole
just
bunch of
wiped-
Dannies.
like with a tsunami, tap water just going.
Yeah.
And like
Yeah, another bunch.
failed,
Yeah.
another failed country. You know, like 200 million sperm.
Yeah.
And my total disregard. Since having a child, I'm like, good. Like, I'm glad you're not getting used. You know, like, you're just troublemakers. I've got disdain for my sperm these days.
Yeah, it's all changed.
It's like, you fucking
Yeah.
wee life-making bastards.
Yeah.
You know? I'm just glad I'm not into sucking penises. Because I would feel really weird to do it with sperm in the mouth.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? No,
Yeah, I'm sure there's a few gay men who are the same though.
Probably.
I mean,
Because
plenty of women don't like sperm in their mouth.
No,
I know this through
you done your
my own research. Yeah.
You do a wee survey, innit?
Yeah. I never ask her again.
Touchy. Awful
Touchy.
touchy about that.
Yeah.
I mean, no, but like I'm a weirdo, so I don't use vinegar because there's wee worms in vinegar.
Right.
There's wee microworms
Right.
living. So like I can't even use vinegar.
Why not? So what do you think they do like?
Well, I've seen them.
Oh,
You
really?
don't see them visibly, but if you see them via a microscope, if you
Yeah.
look this up, it might put you off vinegar. And when I seen it, I was like, oh no, I didn't know my vinegar had living organisms in it,
Yeah. Right.
and it does.
Is it
So-
yeast or something? No, worms.
It's proper worms. It's like wee vinegar worms,
Fuck me.
and it's horrendous looking. Like it looks like sperm, I suppose. It's the same sort of thing.
But they take over in your body though.
No.
Could I become a vinegar worm?
Maybe, but no, I don't think so.
Alright.
I think they're harmless. Well, they must be harmless.
Well, they must be. Right. Okay.
But, so it's sperm, but it doesn't make me want to drink sperm neither.
Hmm. Yeah. Fair enough. Let's stop. How we break and burst into the toilet.
Boston. I think that was you. Bing,
I know.
bing. We're being binged a lot.
I know. Bing this. Involuntary
what a
sperm donations.
Yes.
That sounds like a feeble defence in a.
Involuntary sperm donation.
It was an involuntary sperm donation. She didn't want it. What am I gonna do? Just waste it? People out there want sperm. She didn't want it. How am I supposed to know until I give it to her?
Aye, and rape victims. We're back on rape. We've only been
No,
talking
right, yeah,
10
let's get away
seconds,
from that
and
shit,
we'll
right.
talk about rape. But we
No.
sound like two rape obsessed.
Oh no. Right, we'll cut this.
Just rape right away.
I know, but it's because we're talking
I
about it
raped
so much.
Russell Brand.
Oh.
I like to put that out there.
That's funny.
No, it's not. It was hellish for him.
For him.
For him. Do you know what I seen? I thought, Russell Brand probably wasn't all that bad. And then on YouTube, on the old YouTube, Russell Brand's wanking off a man in a toilet. For
Oh, yeah?
fun.
Oh yeah, because you did all these dares or something
It was like
for TV.
there was something called Rebrand. It was like his DVD,
Yeah.
and he was wondering what it's like to wank a guy off in a toilet.
So he
he
does
done
it.
it,
That's quite funny.
and then he was like disgusted with himself for doing that. He was like, "Why did I do that?"
Yeah, he's mad. Yeah. He'll
Uh,
do anything for like fame.
Aye.
Russell Brand.
Wank a guy off. No, it's funny. You've got the gay guy who he wanked off going, worry about it. It's fine. Like it's just I wouldn't get upset about it. You know, it's just an act.
Yeah.
And he's like, what? You know, like I've just wanked you off. I feel horrible. Like I don't know why I've done this. It just reminds me of a thing. Right, I was watching a show, and a few months back, and it came on my ma's telly. It came on my ma's telly. So this show was about couples trying out swinging or something.
Aye.
And this guy, he's clearly not into it. And his lassie, he's like, she's saying to him, like, no, I think we should try this, I think it'll be fun and that, you know. And he's like, okay. So I've gone along with it. They get another guy in, and he's watching this other guy with his woman, and you can see the poor bastard's like dying inside, and this woman's beautiful as well. And obviously he doesn't want to put too much of a fight up in case she does a runner. So he's like sitting there, half naked, maybe fully naked, watching his missus getting screwed by another man, and he's hating it. And he gets to a point where he's just like, I can't do this, and he walks away. So, based on the show, I thought, right, they're going to have a sit down, they're going to say like why you didn't feel. They fucking tear into him, and so does this like shrink on the show, and they're saying things to him like, oh, but you know, you could just try a bit harder for your woman. You know, you just need to let your guard down a bit. You're a bit too. And I'm like, the poor guy, like he's getting told, no, it's
how
not.
You should think about
like
this.
you should be into
Openness.
this. You should be willing to watch your missus be fucked on camera, in front of your eyes by another man, and even worse, the other guys joining in and going, I know, mate, it must be harder. Must be hard watching her, but don't worry, you know, it's not that big a deal for me. Having sex with your missus, you know.
Okay, now,
and I just thought, what's going on out there? Like it seemed like the poor guy was just because he looked to the shrink, hoping they'd go, nah, it's something.
Yeah.
And they're like, nah, you need to open up a bit, man. Be a bit.
That's insane. But that sounds like a TV shrink.
Well, it was.
Aye. Yeah.
TV shrink.
A real shrink would not do that.
So the emptiness of art. Maybe that's what it's all gone on in my head.
Okay.
The emptiness of it all, the vastness of all the shit out there.
Yeah.
Makes me feel like no doing anything. Right. It's a strange thing. So I see this. I don't know why. It didn't used to be like that. I think when I was going through film school, when I finished it actually, I remember going like, now what? Like, there's no filmmakers. I don't know any filmmakers. It was almost as if I felt like I was the only cunt in Glasgow who was interested in making films. Then I met the Glasgow film crew and all that, and realised there was thousands of people all clamouring to make films, and I was like, now I don't really like this as much. So it's like I need to be some outside cunt to enjoy it. As soon as it becomes bigger than I thought it was, and I don't quite like it now. As soon as I realise it's a rat race, I push away. Even at my own detriment. Like I've given away whole careers and stuff just because I've been, I don't know, it's like I get right, you know, you come into this thing, we've got you to do this and I don't show up. And I'm like, why did I not do that? At the time something changed in my heart, just like, I don't feel like it, I don't want to do it. And if I'd pursued X, Y and Z, I'd have probably got something bigger out of it. But even the bigger ending for creatives, I'm like, what's as good as it gets? You make a telly show, people like it. I don't know. It might be depression. That's the thing that I keep coming back to. There's some sort of. Do you think it sounds like depression?
Yeah. It's creeping in, eh? The weather's not helping.
No, that makes me anxious as well.
Okay, so why do you think you are like that?
I don't know, because I can't complain. Like I've had opportunity, but I've deliberately not taken it. Like I didn't strike when the iron was hot. And then I'm like confused to why I didn't. You know, like if I'd just been what the person or the thing needed me to be at that time, if I just kept going in that direction, I'd have most likely got to something like where I thought I was. But as soon as something good rears its head, rears its ugly head to me,
Huh.
I'm just like, no, like it's
Yeah.
strange.
Okay.
It's a weird thing. I would like to say what it is, but I don't know. It's like I don't quite want to be part of this. No, that it's a thing. Maybe it's this. So the journey thing.
Mhm.
The journey being aye, that's it, aye. The journey being. Tell me the line again. The journey is
Oh. It's not about the destination, it's about the journey. You gotta enjoy the journey more than the destination.
utter shite. Right.
Okay.
I was thinking about this earlier night after
Right,
you said
okay,
it. It's
okay.
utter nonsense, right?
Right, okay,
because I did not enjoy the journey that we made together
Uh-huh.
to Warsaw more than I enjoyed Warsaw. And that's saying a lot, because Warsaw's
Ah,
hardly like blow your head off stuff. So
yeah.
the fact that, how does that make sense? There's no why the airport and the plane's more fun than the destination.
I think the saying is from like
Do you think I'm being too literal?
you've been to Literal. The saying is from like olden days when it wasn't involving like planes and
Aye.
waiting in line
Instead
queues.
you get scurvy and
Well, yeah, like but like
69
you'd be in like a little fucking cart with some
Slaves.
mules and slaves pulling it, and you'd be looking at the scenery.
right?
But it's not really about that. It's about what it's about. It's about the fucking.
Aye.
The work is what should be the fun part, not what comes of it.
But then that doesn't apply. So does that mean that the creative game is the only game that applies in? Because I'm sure most office workers don't feel like their work is what makes their wages worth it. And maybe they do,
Oh yeah, yeah.
but I doubt it.
Yeah, but that's quite an empty way to look at it, isn't it? If you're just thinking about payday,
Well, if you
which
work,
most people do,
Aye.
right? But like,
because their jobs are dull.
aye, but that's like if they found joy in their work and they found joy in the journey, then they'd get a double whammy of I don't know, joy when they get their paycheck.
Aye, but that's got very little to do with the saying now, is it? It's not like the saying is like the journey is just as good as the
It's a
destination.
destination. Yeah, I think it's a creative thing.
It must be it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Aye.
Yeah.
Unless, right, so it doesn't apply to holidays, I don't think. Waiting in the airport is definitely no better than being on
Yeah,
holiday.
not anymore, yeah.
Was it ever?
I don't think it's about holidays.
Again, we're just being far too literal.
Being
with
far too literal here.
this. What is it about?
You just try to pick holes in it because you know it's the right motto.
Did you ever find yourself on Z journey
Uh-huh.
and you don't enjoy it? And you go, oh for fuck, this is worse than... Like,
Yeah.
It makes it even worse.
Yeah, but like me thinking about, oh, where's this gonna go, and like, where's this gonna take me? What's it gonna lead to? That makes it even worse. Because I'm no longer in the moment. I'm no longer enjoying it. I'm projecting into the future and fantasizing. And that's on a good day. I'm fantasizing. I'm fantasizing good things about it going well.
Aye.
On a bad day, I'm fantasizing about it going badly. But in each scenario, it's up to utterly unhelpful, isn't it? Because I'm just thinking about
Mm.
a hypothetical, which it might not even happen either way.
And, aye, and
And
you're
I've
right.
not finished it either.
Mm.
So you're getting a wee dopamine hit if you think it's going to go well
Aye.
before you've fucking done it, which
Aye.
is no good.
Aye, true. And then being in, so like when we did the live shows, the rehearsal partner that I thought, I'm going to hate this, like I'm going to fail spectacularly because I'd never had to memorise lines, and then you're
Yeah.
getting told how to project your voice and where to stone and all that. It was a lot to take in, and then say a month or two into it, I was loving it. I was loving the rehearsals and getting better at it, like remembering the lines and listening to them back and stuff like that. And that whole experience of both shows was a very rewarding experience. Ultimately, and then in the end it went to charity, which was good. So that was like a nice ending, and we made people laugh. So it was, it's nice to make people laugh. I think it's just, I think the new I've got an apathy of going on that's massive. Like it's beyond, but it's no built. Usually it comes from a place of like scorn, or jealousy, or ego or something. But the worrying thing to me is that it's no coming from anywhere like that. It's not that I'm sitting watching some kind of telly going, I could be doing that. like I'm better than him. Like
Mm-hmm.
not at all. That's worrying. You know, it's like why am I offended by this mediocrity? I just think everything's rubbish now.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know if it's just either depression or age or feeling. You know, I'm at 32 now, so I'm at the point where I'm too old to be cool. You know, like I'm at the point where a 20-year-old meets me and they look at me and think he's getting on, and I know the day, I've seen it, and it's just, you get offended by that, by the way. Like I seen a lassie, she was like 17 or something, and she saw me, and she says, "What age are you?" And I says 32, and the look on her face was nearly like, she nearly vomited in her horns, and she was like you old man sort of thing. And I was like, hey, I'm not that old. And then I was like, heard myself saying that, and I'm like, oh shit, you know, I'm that old. If you're at the point where you're like appealing to somebody, please don't see me as that old.
Yeah.
You must be getting on.
Yeah.
So like I've got that hanging on now. I'm in between generations or something.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't like them, the younger ones, and I don't like the older ones very much neither. And our generation's not really much either. It's quite a crap generation. Like, what are we, millennials or something?
Yeah. Why do you think they're crap?
Because it's all been done. Even just in 100 years, like just like the last 100 years there, the boom of everything. You know, like the American fucking wave and the counterculture movement and all the amazing things. Even in the 20s and all the stuff that was going on this last 100 years there. It's all kind of, it's been packaged and put into some sort of commercial bracket, and now we're just here in this content eating world, and it's like it's also fake, and then so it's like I curse myself if I'm wanting to be part of it. I question, well, why am I wanting to be part of it? Like, is it real, or is it just some sort of ego stroking nonsense? Do I actually care about making people smile? Or am I just doing it as a mental masturbation? And then even then you can just say, well, does it matter? Either way, as long as you're coming at the end of your mental masturbation. And I don't know yet if it matters. I think it doesn't. I think most things don't. I don't think anything matters. You know, by degrees of the universe. You know, there's very little you do or I do that anybody cares about. So it's like, it's kind of don't try, I suppose. So it's falling into a Bukowski type thing of don't try. I'm at that point. But the wee monster inside me is like, why are you not doing anything? You know, why are you not being creative? I'm like, cause look where it's got me. Like, you know, what did I expect? I don't know.
Yeah, what did you expect?
I never wanted like the fame thing. I think I did as maybe a teenager or something, but I soon learned that the fame was, fame for fame's sake was ridiculous, and it wasn't really a thing when we were growing up. It became a thing after reality TV.
Yeah.
The whole fame for fame's
How do you think you would react to fame?
At this age, or did it matter?
Alright, say late 20s.
Dangerous.
Yeah?
Aye, because I would love it.
Yeah.
You know, like I think it'd be like a line of coke.
Yeah.
I don't actually like coke very much, but it would be like a great line of coke.
Right.
And I'd be up for it. You know, like, I'd be like, yes, finally, like I'm fucking, and I think I'd start believing my own hype.
Yeah.
And if the sex, drugs and rock and roll come, I'm not going to be turning it down, especially at that younger age. I mean, if it was like a teenage fame, I think I'd be dead. Genuinely, I do. I think I'd be much worse off, health-wise, because of the free sort of, like, so I was in the band, and we were getting big, and the big gig that we did for You're Now Scotland's next big thing, that gig in the Carlin Academy, we went backstage that night, and it was the first time, it was so open. The whole, now we were all under 18, which was wild that how we got away with all this, but the whole green room was just stacked up with all these free bottles of Budweiser, I think it was, and cans of different types, and it was like for all the bands, just drink as much as you want.
Wow.
Nobody, you know, there was nobody coming to check on anybody took more than they should or anything. It was just total free for all.
Wow.
And I was like, wow, this is cool. I mean, there you go, right away. I was like, this is cool.
Yeah,
like, free alcohol.
Yeah.
This is the first time I've been getting free alcohol, and I suppose if that's how they pay you, Yeah, like in the music industry, you don't get paid with money.
Ah,
You get paid with
is
drugs.
that right?
Aye. You know, it's like keep them high.
Right.
You know, the younger they are, the better.
Yeah.
You just keep them stoned and drunk.
And they'll be getting like a good.
And
Sorry, I fired.
Oh, cheers.
I didn't mean to.
But
It was a wee bit voluntary.
Like the meaningful fuck.
That's a meaningful fart.
Hey, what were you telling me people could... Was it you? No, it was my ma. She told me that you can do a degree now in witchcraft and the occult. Do you mean that?
I thought you were going to talk about farting.
Well...
I'm disappointed.
Alchemy. You know.
Alchemy.
Aye, that's how it goes.
Really?
Aye.
Is she going to do it? No.
I don't know. She might. She's into Crowley and all that.
Crowley?
You don't know Alistair Crowley?
Oh, Crowley, yeah, Alistair Crowley.
He was a laugh.
Ah. What about Terence McKenna?
I like Terence McKenna.
Yeah, he's pretty good, isn't he?
Aye.
Was he the guy who proposed the mushroom theory?
The stoned ape theory?
Yeah.
I think so, aye.
Yeah.
And I believe in it.
Yeah.
I think it's real. Makes sense.
You had mushrooms today?
No?
I was yesterday.
Psilocybin revolution.
Yeah.
It's happening, I think. I think in the next 5 years it's going to be incredibly normal to see mushrooms. Look, I bet there'll be vendors and things.
Shouldn't we go mushy picking? Is there somewhere around here?
You need to, every park, you know, guaranteed. Funnily enough, the BBC ran an article, an online article, BBC News, saying we need more micrologists in the world to study mushrooms. And it was like, I'm talking about magic mushrooms. This is like BBC Breakfast.
What?
Doing a whole piece about mushrooms and how important they are.
Wow.
How fungi, there's more fungi than there is animals and plants.
What?
Then the fact that fungi is its own thing blew my mind.
Maybe
I always thought it was a plant.
Yeah.
You know, but no, it's not.
Maybe I'll become a fungi expert.
It's a canter, really. I'm seriously considering it for a career move.
Do it.
A micrologist. I already know it. I know the basics.
Yeah.
It's not that hard. It's just. It's really not that hard. I mean, I don't even think you need to go to a university to become a micrologist. You just become one.
Shut up.
For real. Think about it. Think about people that grow mushrooms. They're not doing degrees first.
No.
They're just getting their grow bags and fertilising them and all that. So you tell me about if you agree with anything I was saying about oversaturation. Is it hit a nerve or something?
Oh yeah, I agree with you.
So what is it then? Because is it just too much content now?
Yeah.
Why does it seem to be more an issue right now than it was, say, 10 years ago? On a personal level?
Because more people are making videos, which means begets more people making videos.
Aye.
You know what I mean? Like, mate of yours starts posting videos, you're like, alright, if he can do it, I can do it. You know?
Saying that's how it goes, aye.
A little bit. And then people are just inspired by like a famous YouTuber saying, oh, I'll give that a try. And they become good, and then they fucking inspire a whole bunch of other people.
Right. So...
I seen a guy I was playing basketball the other day, right? This guy came along with his phone, right? And I was like, he's a bit dodgy. And then he was filming us playing basketball. I wasn't playing basketball at this particular moment. I was subbing, so I was sitting there, just waiting.
Right, so a proper basketball game? Right?
Yeah, like, half court.
Right.
And this guy was like, look at these guys, they're so cool. I thought he was being sarcastic.
Oh, well, right.
And he wasn't. He just was a bit slow. He was in his 40s, and I was like, yeah, so he was just like making videos.
But is that
for no reason?
That's kind of illegal, is it?
I think it was, yeah.
Aye, he should ask for your permission.
Yeah, but I wasn't in the film,
almost sounds,
so I don't
the
care.
way you're saying it, like, I'm like, he sounds like a deviant. Like,
it was weird. I think he was just a bit slow.
Grown man going to film young men playing basketball and going, this is so cool. This is amazing.
Yeah, maybe he was. I don't know.
Known men.
I mean,
Well, we were in Edinburgh dancing in the street to that guy playing that weird instrument, and
Yeah.
that lassie came up to us and started filming us. Didn't even ask us.
I know, everyone just, no consent anymore.
People just assume that you want to be a member of their TikTok company. Like,
I know.
I sure I'll be in your, but they didn't get asked.
Fuck it,
Hey,
man.
hi guys, hi.
I know.
We said, she said something like, what drugs are you on? And we weren't on it.
Oh, that's
you
right.
Said, like, you said, I'm not on it. And she went, no, I'm not on any drugs either. I'm just on drink.
No, we were on magic mushrooms.
No, we weren't.
I we were, mate. You gave
The
me one.
next day we were. Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah, it was that a 2-day trip. Of course
Aye.
it was.
Mm.
Oh, yeah.
We were
Yeah,
sober.
we were sober.
Mm-hmm.
That's because we were crazy, bro.
Aye, we'd been dancing to
That guy was
the
awesome. though.
specials.
Ping pong pling, pling plong plong plong, plong pling plong plong, pling plong plong, plong 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 plong.
I don't remember the name of that instrument.
The guy goes pling plong plong. That's the instrument. Pling plong. Why aren't instruments called like
What
the noise they make?
Aye. Well,
Like guitars called.
what would you call it? That?
That's electric guitar, obviously.
It's called...
Acoustic guitars. Pling.
That guitar's out of tune, man.
Aye.
Pling.
That-
Does anything a bit...
Pling.
Pling. So you could get acoustic guitar to you?
Alright, what would your acoustic guitar be?
Oh god.
It's tricky, isn't it?
Acoustic guitar. Oh, there's no...
I'm gonna go and play the.
Dun 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 dun.
Alright, more like a
Oh, that's
banjo.
the banjo, isn't it?
Yeah, I'm gonna go and play the. How did you do piano? Fucking hell, that's hard, isn't it?
It's really hard. Well, that's why they just called it piano.
No, we need to fucking go with this.
The...
The violin is. I'm gonna go and play the.
That's alright.
Pretty good, that.
Aye. I thought you were gonna do like the good, the bad, and the ugly there.
Ha!
I think the glockenspiel
Yeah.
sounds like glockenspiel.
Okay. Okay, that's the exception.
Aye, like I could imagine.
Guitar is quite a good noise sounding. It's got a good
Aye.
onomatopoeia.
Aye.
Onomatopoeia, you know?
I used to be right into that word
Yeah.
in school.
Yeah, everyone loved that word.
Is that
You
right?
think you're the only one?
And
I love how you think you're only one.
I didn't
Yes,
say I was the only one. It just says I used to love
I
that
know,
word.
I know.
I wasn't claiming to be like the only guy in my class to like the word onomatopoeia.
Aye, you were, mate.
I probably was. I mean, my class only
Impressed by
English.
words.
No.
Yeah.
No, not at all.
What were they impressed by? Nothing.
Pretty much, no. Aye. Like, there was no much.
Not in school, anyway.
It wasn't inspired by much.
No.
And there was I mean, it was only certain teachers that I
Mm.
wanted to impress. For. If you look at my school reports, it's amazing how, like, in this 1 year, you've got a class that it's like, Danny's just awful. He's an awful pupil. Just
Whoa,
doesn't pay attention.
really?
He only he talks all the time. And that's the general thing, he talks too much. And then it goes to like the English class, and it's like Danny's like a perfect pupil, and he gets his work done. And it just obvious that it was just people that seemed to be nice to me or showed me a bit of respect. I tried for them,
Mm.
but most teachers just didn't give a fuck. So I was like,
Mm.
well, I'm not trying for you. You don't try for me.
Mm.
Just that wee bit of like support for a teacher
Mm.
was enough for me to want to impress them back.
Nice.
Just shows you how easy that is.
I know, innit? They didn't get it. They didn't get it.
I mean, it's not even a hard job.
No, I guess. Shut up, Danny.
It's no. It's no.
Oh, are you kidding me?
It's no.
Be a teacher. Well, a bunch of people who
Right,
don't want to get
could you
taught
imagine
anything.
you had to work on like the rigs or something?
Yeah, that's tougher. Okay, that's tougher in a different way though. Like being a teacher, you gotta be like really on it. You need to like.
None of the teachers I had.
No.
You?
Some of them were really on it, man. Like they needed to know
Majority?
about. Huh?
Majority?
More than half, yeah. Yeah. I mean, you need to know about like what's going to come up in the exams, the whole syllabus. You need to teach it by, hit this mark by then, and like have people up to speed. Then you've got people coming in late. You've got behavioural issues to deal with. You've got marking to deal with on top of that. You've got some pupils who want to learn and some pupils who don't. How do you deal with that?
But
How
it
do
seems
you
to me that my school, the teachers in my school were aware of all that, and
Aye.
it didn't change their teaching methods.
They must
one
be
bit.
burnt out. It's fucking hard, isn't it?
I had a history teacher, and if you misbehaved, they used to throw the chalk duster at you.
Really?
Aye, but he would do it as a sort of tongue-in-cheek thing.
Huh.
Like, you didn't mind getting hit with it, because he would do it in a way that was kind of non-threatening. But it was...
Well, like, gentle.
No, he threw it. But
How? What is it? The chalk duster?
you know, like the old blackboards?
Yeah. So
Chalk
that's
duster?
like a wooden thing with a dusting, right?
Aye,
So
aye.
if the wood hits
Oh,
you, it's
it
going to
was-
hurt.
Aye, it hurt. It
Oh,
did
fucking
hurt.
hell.
He didn't
You,
do
he could have got done for that.
I bet he was a funny cunt. He was a good
Nice.
guy. He was a good guy. He was the type of teacher that if you upset him, you felt rotten.
Oh,
Like,
really?
Aye, he was an older guy, you know.
Mm.
So he grew up with like conscription and stuff. So chalk duster after face.
Ah, fair, yeah.
Not much. And he was Irish. So he
Nice.
had probably had a rough life in the 70s and that as well.
Aye.
Try to get into. I mean, imagine. Okay, maybe being a teacher is hard.
Yeah, man.
I don't think it is. I
Fuck
just
yeah,
don't
man.
think it's that hard
Compare what, mate?
compared to like
Being
real
a
jokes.
mind duster.
Compared to like, like walking down a main to,
Alright.
or
Yeah.
being a bin man.
No, I think bin man's fine. I would do it.
Why aren't you doing it?
Because I've got a better job than that.
How do you know?
But I wouldn't be a teacher.
Why no?
It's too tough.
You get good holidays.
You say that, but then like you're starting at 7:30, right? You gotta be in early, 7:30, and sometimes you don't finish marking
Late,
until about
late
7.
for class.
Yeah, I'd be late all the time.
You have to make yourself wait behind.
Ha! Yeah.
Right. The only thing I think is hard about it is you need to mark.
Yeah.
It's the only thing I think is hard about teaching. Is you need to take the work home and sit.
I think if you don't give a fuck, I think it's an easier job
Aye.
than
That's the key to anything, isn't it? If you just don't care, like,
Yeah, but then you don't get anything done. You don't actually teach anyone anything.
what are you teaching them really? Like,
Ha.
I think teachers I think there was a place where I think there was a time and place where teachers could teach what they wanted,
Ah.
and I think the curriculum that was sort of forced in.
Yeah.
Everybody does the same thing, sort of stifled teachers,
Mhm.
and they're just like factory teachers, and they just
Yeah.
have to do the same shit, and they don't get to do what interests them. Like I had a Jewish teacher in primary 5. It was really strange. So the whole year he just taught us about Judaism,
Ha.
and like we even had a Jewish wedding at the end of the year.
Ha.
Like it was like a wee mock Jewish wedding,
That's hilarious.
and it was obviously just something that interested him,
Yeah.
and they let him do it. And I think he was a good teacher for it. It wasn't all Judaism. I mean, it must have been moments without Judaism, but there
Yeah.
was a lot of Judaism, and I don't know if that was a pure fluke or what, but I think a lot of teachers don't get to teach the way that they want to teach.
Yeah.
Do you agree?
Don't know enough about it really.
Well, for your very limited teacher knowledge, do you think they're happy in their teaching game?
Some are. Most aren't.
That's far too diplomatic. Some are, most aren't.
Some are happy. Most aren't. There you go. What?
Have you got like polls and...
Ha! I'm just going with the general vibe when I'm ever in a school.
Aye, I think teachers have definitely changed. Like I've seen that modern teachers seem more modern. Like
Yeah.
our generation of teachers, and I can only speak for myself, but we had teachers. I had teachers in my school that taught my granda, so like
Yeah,
they were
wow.
proper old school teachers.
Wow.
But I've seen teachers of this date today,
Yeah.
who are now in my school, and they all look like. It sounds terrible, right? But if it was when I was at the school, these teachers were here, they would have all got picked on. Like, they were all kind of victim-like.
Ah.
They wouldn't have lasted.
Yeah.
Like, my classes they were mean. Like,
Yeah.
and they smelt blood. And if the teacher was saft,
Yeah.
they they didn't have a chance.
Okay. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's another reason why it's going to be hard to be a teacher. You need to be able to control
No,
it.
but I think the youth of today, and I've been told this by my ex-head master, that today's children are a bit more cool.
Sorry. And he goes. Yeah, they're a bit more laid back.
Aye.
Yeah. Certain schools, I imagine.
Well, Spring Academy
Certainly.
was never meant to be a good school.
Everyone's mellowing out. Yeah.
Aye. Well, we were talking about it the other night. There's just no the crime anymore. You know, it's safer.
That's true.
And there's not really a lot of police. But apparently that's a big deal. That was on the news today. Police in Scotland way down, and I'm like, it's not changed anything. In fact, things have got better. Like, there's less crime. That's a strange one. Less police equals less crime.
People like something to fight against, don't they?
Aye.
Less police to report on the crime, therefore less crime. I don't know.
If a crime is committed in the woods and
Ha!
nobody's there to report it,
Yeah.
was it actually a crime?
Which side of the crime? Yeah. That's a good note to land on.
Aye. Aye.
Yeah, a bit of thinking
Aye. Some
for you.
mental homework. So this is the see you later before the oncoming storm. It's to come on Wednesday.
Oh, Wednesday, is it?
Have you got your kayak ready?
Fuck me. I'm going to Edinburgh on Friday.
Oh, you might not be
Really?
Aye.
That bad?
that bad, aye.